Good morning, community. I am back for a midday update. That is actually rather surprising. I have the pleasure of working from home today, so I'm kind of enjoying that, people. But the most amazing thing has happened that I want to share, and truthfully, it didn't have the impact on me that I thought it would. It actually doesn't feel good at all, people. But considering I have bombarded with social media with pleas for justice, and the I would say in bringing my offender to justice, I think it's fair enough to talk about something positive when it happens. I just got a phone call telling me that my offender has finally been arrested by the NYPD. People, I was shocked. I did not expect it. I was like, is this a prank call? And the guy was really a cop. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? He says, yeah. And he texts me a mugshot, which I will do her the service of not posting, people, because I'm not vengeful. I'm not her. I'm not trying to embarrass her. I'm not going to post her mugshot in a jail cell up online and humiliate her. That's not my intent. Um, People, I honestly felt bad when I saw this mugshot, people. I looked at it and I just said, wow, people. And it made me realize in the maturity that I've gained over the last year or so, people, how wrong this situation is, people. This doesn't help anyone. Even her even her finally being detained, finally by the NYPD. People, what does it really do but just add another layer to this horrible and messed up process that is this flawed law enforcement system that we both have been subjected to? People, as someone who has been falsely arrested and prosecuted, and even justifiably been prosecuted, people, it's not something I wish on my worst enemy, is being in those cells. And honestly, this was a woman that I once cared a great deal about, people. I don't It doesn't even make my spirit comfortable, the fact that she would have to subject herself to the disgusting cell that she's in, I believe, right now as we speak. Because I've been in that precinct, unfortunately, because I got arrested in that precinct. And people, it's one of the cleaner precincts, but people, it's still a precinct. It's still habit. It's still basically housed with crackheads that they find off the street in that precinct. And it's unfortunate, people. It actually makes me feel really bad, that phone call I just got, because I was kind of like working in the middle of the Zoom when I got the call. And I felt bad, people. Like, I kind of wish that I could help this woman, people, because I never wanted this. I didn't want either of us to have to go through this. Clearly, damn sure not myself. But I didn't want this woman to be in a position where her life would be messed up, people. This is why I tried to buy her a dog. Before all of this happens, people, not because I tried to buy her a dog to make her give me back my dog and trade it. No, people, I wanted her to have a fresh start. So I honestly drove 4.5 hours into Pennsylvania and bought this woman her own brand new puppy that she could name herself and create her whole life with this puppy without having the memories of me being attached to the current dog. Because the dog was mine. There was no way she was not going to be able to associate that dog with me once we broke up. So I wanted my dog because it was mine, people. I never thought that it would get to this point where this has gotten so bad, people. And I feel bad because honestly, this girl went to school for 4 years to be a chemist. She worked hard, people. I never tried to diminish Francyna Evins. Uh, uh, I would say socially, I didn't. I never tried to diminish her. People, I've said some horrible things. I have. I was angry. I was hurt. But at the end of the day, I have never truly wished the harm on this woman that she is imposing on herself with this just blind pursuit of vengeance. And I've honestly tried to stop it, people. Even with the recent challenge I made to the Evans family brothers, that's not a challenge made by someone who's angry and wants to just hurt these guys. People, no, man. Brenton was a friend of mine. I considered him a friend. You find out who your friends are in time of war, and obviously, I found out Brenton Evans was never my friend in the time of this. Um, but it's really for the fact that their mother has already asked them to fight me. People, you guys just don't know this because this woman looks so proper. But the truth is, the family has already asked Brenton Evans to fight me, allegedly, for disrespecting Francina. And people, I didn't want that, man. I didn't want to fight Bretton and beat Bretton up, and then let me not even talk like I'm super tough. Maybe Bretton would beat me up, but the point is, I considered this guy such a friend. I didn't want to fight him, at all. And he didn't want to fight me, especially not for. He didn't want to fight me because his sister had done something wrong to me. He didn't. He said it wasn't right, and I actually have text messages to that. But people, the point I'm trying to make here is where are the people who love Francina Evans? People, because I loved her. And if any people don't believe it because I was angry, I called her a bitch, whatever it might be. People, I was angry. That don't mean I didn't love the woman because I called her a crazy bitch. People, she was acting like a crazy bitch. But people, at the end of the day, I think I proved my true feelings for this woman when I showed an audience how I dropped her charges 12 hours after she was convicted. People, I didn't do that for myself. I had no benefit to drop her charges. People, I had just won a trial and got an order of protection against her. I would say that was a badge to verify the fact that I was telling the truth. I had absolutely no motivation to contact the cop in Staten Island who had a warrant on Francyna or the prosecutors in New Jersey who were criminally prosecuting her. People, I did this out of affection for her, out of whatever love was left for her at the time. People, I felt honestly, what would be the point of processing this woman when the only thing it was going to do was give her an actual criminal record? See, before her trial situation, people, she wouldn't have had a criminal record. She would have had this order of protection against her. True. That's a domestic violence offense, but it's different than being convicted for harassment or burglary criminally in a court. I'm learning, people. I've been doing a lot of reading. It's quite different. So she still would have had a clean criminal record. The problem is that she's doing so much stuff, people. She's jeopardizing the record that I've been trying to protect by not reporting her to the cops for things she could have got arrested for. Because I think it's quite obvious, people, that I'm telling the truth. I never tried to report this woman for child abuse. People, I've showed you text messages where I literally tell her I didn't tell the mother of my child because I would lose custody of my child, people. I never ran to the cops and said, I want you to investigate child Francyna Evins for child abuse. No, I didn't, people. As a matter of fact, I specifically told them not to investigate her because I didn't want to make it seem like 6 or 7 months after we broke up, now that she filed all these charges on me, I was retaliating, having her arrested. And there are several body cam footages from officers when I made reports that will verify me telling these cops, no, sir, I don't want her investigated for child abuse. I'm not reporting that. That's not why I'm here. I'm reporting her contacting the mother of my child with this, which is a violation because the child is an infant and on the order. And she's directly asking for the child. Now, is it my fault, ladies and gentlemen, that the cops do what they want to do? No, but body cam footage shows exactly what Clayton Howard said because I have it, people. I don't want to be more than 10 minutes. But the point of this broadcast is what I'm about to say, people, is I am about to cancel the challenge to Matthew and Brenton Evans. And I'm going to do that out of the maturity to realize that justice might have finally been served and my offender has finally been held responsible for stalking and harassing the hell out of me. And I have to acknowledge that as a mature adult and as a man, when something happens positive in your favor, it's not good to continue to beat and batter someone else down. People, she got her own shit to deal with. I've been in her position where I had to fight off a case. The only difference between she and I is that she did what she did, people, and I didn't. So she's gonna have a harder time. But I'm not gonna make this worse for her by trying to bash her. People, I swear to you today, if Francyna Evans stops posting videos about me, I'll never post a video about her. I promise you that today, people. If this girl gets out of jail and she comes to her senses and stops harassing me, people, I will never make a video about her again. I won't even say her name. I'll simply refer to her as my offender because people, unfortunately, I am a victim of domestic violence. Who can talk about this, people, because I do have the order of protection. And my experiences may empower someone that they don't ever go through this crazy madness that I went through simply because I couldn't have a relationship that worked out. So I'm kind of hoping that that works. But people, I don't want to humiliate this woman any more than she may have been humiliated to people. So I'm going to chill out. Now that justice has been served, law enforcement has done its job, people, I have to chill out because the truth is you can't keep crying wolf, people. I'm not her. Like I wanted justice to be served. I just wanted her to be held to responsible for what she was actually doing. Because people, I'm not lying. Francyna Evans has been after me for over 2 years, and not because I abused her or did anything. No, people. Simply because I left her because her mother was trying to control our relationship and her mother was an evil person. People, I pray for her. I really do, people. I pray for her. I'm wishing the best for her. I don't want her to have to suffer any more than she has to. And I'm really hoping that this detention, this situation is honestly real. She goes. I don't want her to go through the process, people. But my major thing has been maybe if she goes through the process, she'll understand and she'll stop, people. Maybe if she has to sit through the jail. Maybe if she has to go downtown to Skimmerhorn Street. Maybe if she has to go before a judge and go back to court for a couple of months for things she actually did, people. For things she actually did. That's the key. Maybe she'll realize, damn, this was some dumb shit. I got myself arrested and I've been in jail. I've been in court for a year just because I did something and tried to contact this woman. Because people, that's why she went to jail today. She went to jail today for A, taking my father's medical records and using them online to falsely diagnose me as a schizophrenic. B, reaching out to the mother of my child, trying to see my child, literally asking her, can she bring the child downstairs? That is why Francyna Evins was arrested today. People, she's not supposed to contact my child's mother to see my child. My child is listed on the order of protection. People, she's not supposed to take records that belong to someone else, my family, or even if they weren't, and use them online to falsely diagnose me with a medical condition. Not only she knows I don't have, but she intends to use to socially and financially damage my reputation. That's what she did. To the people who love Francyna Evins, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God, I love that woman. I did not want this to happen, but I can't stop it. If she keeps launching attacks on me, what am I supposed to do? Just lay it out and die? Take false arrests, false charges of rape, accept charges where this woman is calling me an abuser and lying, saying I coercively controlled her when the truth was all I tried to do was stay away from her. People, this girl, and honestly, some of myself, because I'll be honest, my conduct wasn't the most befitting of a proper gentleman. I was quite angry, but she really did a number on me, people. She totally did. She bashed me in the eyes of thousands of people. She's a beautiful woman. Everybody thought she was telling the truth, people. So I was basically David fighting Goliath, fighting this girl. People, she's never been before a judge until today. People, I'm shocked this guy called me. I really am. And from the conversation we had, she's going before the judge. And people, again, I feel bad, people. I feel bad that she's going to have to sit in this. Brooklyn is disgusting. People, that is from the bottom of my heart. That is from the most personal parts of my soul. I feel horrible that this woman is going to have to pay today for what she did. But people, it's not about that. It's about justice. And maybe now that justice has finally been rendered and she's been charged and has to go through the process, she'll wake up, people. And I'm real, people. Like, if she leaves me alone, if this dies down, people, I won't prosecute her. I don't care, people. Like, they can't do anything to her that hasn't been done already. Her heart's broken. She's hurt. I get it, people. My heart's broken. I'm definitely hurt. But we got to wake up and we got to realize, people, that life goes on and this is not worth it. So, on behalf of peace, people, I am going to cancel the campaign against Francyna Evans. I'm not going to take the site down just yet until I make sure she leaves me the hell alone, people, but I'm going to stop. Because honestly, I think it's time to stop. If she's honestly been detained and this is real, people, then I can stop comfortably. Because it means she's finally been held to account for what she did. And that's all I ask, people. All I ask for is my peace. And people, with this detention, God, in the name of Jesus, please, man, please. And with this detention, hopefully she leaves me alone. She stops cyber harassing the hell out of me, making these BS social media posts accusing me of abusing her. She stops, people. Come on, all you got to do is stop, and that will totally end this situation, people, and life will be good. But until then, people, until then, I'm gonna call a ceasefire, and I want to do that, people, because honestly, I'm tired. I don't want to keep this war up. I don't want to keep challenging her brothers. Truth is, I don't even want to fight her brothers. I just want a way to get this to stop, where this all stops and she leaves me alone. Since the brother keeps trying to act like he wants to fight me in court, people, I'm just giving this man what he wants. That doesn't make me a terrible person. It actually makes me pretty wise, because instead of running to him into him in the street and us having an altercation that can ultimately get us arrested, people, what I'm trying to do is stop that by structuring this in a legal and controlled setting. Because clearly he has a problem if he's gone to court on two separate occasions and tried to fight me with 30 officers in the building. Who the hell is really going to pull something like that off? So, people, I don't want to be too much longer. But what I do want to say, people, is in the name of peace, I am going to stop. I am going to try to focus on something else. I'm going to leave it alone. But people, if you see me make a video about Francyna Evins again, it's because she did something. And that's the truth. If she keeps with the social media slander, people, I have to keep up, because I have to stay on top of this, because all she does is build content on me, trying to destroy my name, people. And I just want her to leave me alone. I never beat her. I never stalked her. I never harassed her. I did curse her out. I was wrong for that, people. I paid for that, and I'm sorry. So on behalf of justice, people, let's end this. Hopefully this ceasefire and this unfortunate situation that she went through today will be enough to calm her down, make her think, and realize that this situation is stupid and not worth it. And I'm hoping that happens, people. So on behalf of justice, people, and on behalf of peace, it looks like we got some results today. Pray for the situation. Pray it ends, people. Pray this is the end of the situation. God, let's all pray it's over. On behalf of justice, people, let's enjoy the day.